The woman was caring for the old man, but he suddenly grabbed her hand. It seemed he had something to say. At that moment, Jinji rushed over. She first told the woman the time for medication, then mentioned that the old man sometimes shakes. It was a normal occurrence, so not to be afraid. She also said they moved in 1962. They bought the house from a pair of siblings who were in urgent need of money and sold it to her. Upon hearing this, the woman picked up a photo to look at. At that moment, another photo fell out from the back of the album. It featured two more people. The back of the photo was labeled Jasvi's dad and Cicely's mom. Then Jinji took out a key. This key could open all the rooms in the house. She handed it to the woman and mentioned she had another one. At that point, the woman asked about the missing mirrors, but Jinji explained that they were too old to need mirrors, so they had been put away. After hearing all this, the woman began her caregiving routine. First, helping the old man bathe, then pushing him to the backyard for fresh air. At that moment, Jinji asked her to go to the attic to fetch a box of flower seeds. Without hesitation, the woman went up, but while she was searching, a noise suddenly came from the back of the room. Just as she was about to check it out, the door closed halfway by itself. Thinking it was just the wind, she didn't pay much attention. When she got inside, she noticed something moving on a shelf. Thinking it was a mouse, she reached to remove it, but when she did, she discovered there was a door hidden inside. Since the old man had a stroke in the attic, she felt it might be related to this door, so she inserted the key. But no matter how she twisted it, the door wouldn't open. And even stranger, the door at the entrance suddenly closed. Frightened, she decided to leave and didn't open the door. However, as soon as she left, the door began moving again. Then she handed the items over to Jinji and asked why the master key didn't open the attic door. Jinji replied that they hadn't opened that door since moving in, and she didn't know what was inside. The woman then asked again why the grandfather was in the attic when he had his stroke. Hearing this, Jinji got angry and said, "Why don't you ask him?" The woman felt speechless. If he could talk, why would she need to ask her? Late at night, the chair at the entrance began to rock by itself. At that moment, the woman was startled awake by the sound of a vase breaking. Just as she was about to go upstairs, she suddenly heard the sound of a chair rocking in the grandfather's room. When she opened the door, she found the grandfather had vanished.